Let's talk about this fable, man. Reaper Real Art Streets, Theory Truth, Cash Clay, Bud versus McFresh, a conversational tip, Prez Mafia versus Ryder. Got a lot to talk about. Let's start with Reaper and Art Streets first. Um, I want to say first round Reaper was swinging. Reaper was talking. His bars was definitely hitting. Only thing that I gotta say, I don't know if it was because of the situation prior with the DMV versus New York that niggas wanted to be a little biased, or they just weren't reacting to the bars in the building. Because Reaper was saying some things that I think it wasn't overhead. I think it just wasn't getting clear reactions to, and I'm glad that Wgh wasn't doing the gas and enough and like what people normally try to accuse them of, because it just showed the skill level that was possessed in the building, So, but not taking away from Art Streets, like I said, Reaper came out his first round. He was swinging. He was getting some reactions, but it wasn't like, he had the building rocking. Art Streets, he come out. He really talking though. His bars more direct. Sometimes I call his reality rap right here. His bars was more direct. It was more straightforward, like as if he was really talking to Reaper. Like, Art Streets had came in on this fight with a little more to prove. Like, his McMill battle was nice to me. Like he definitely represented, but this Art Streets was a little more like seasoned on this one. And he was looking like more of a like graduating into that like mid-tier vet lane. So I edged the first round of Art Streets. We get into round two. Now round two is where I get Reaper the benefit of the doubt. He was cooking to me. Reaper was in his bag. He was talking. He was definitely talking. I feel a lot of shit was just being slept on. Reaper was in his bag round two. And that's like Reaper. Reaper always normally for known to taking off in the the second round of me. Like his first and second usually be explosive. Definitely, they'd be explosive in the building. And his second always be nice. So second was on point. I couldn't take away nothing from him, man. I think his second was just perfect, man. Salute to that nigga. He did his thing. Job well done. We get to Art Streets. Art Streets, he come back. He put up another hell of a fight, that made that round like as if anything, kind of like he could have still edged that round. But to me, it's like that round, you got to give it 1-1. That was an even round, but he was definitely in his bag again. It was like he still wasn't letting off no momentum. He had his foot straight on the gas all times. He kept that motherfucker there. Definitely got to say that. We get into round three. Now round three, Reaper come off. Now with the old head bars, I want you to kind of like look at it like and you nice with it, cause I be hearing you, and I don't think other people hear it like how I hear it with the way you sunning them with the old head bars. So if you could kind of, and I ain't telling you how to change it, write your stuff up, my G. No, I would never do that, but it gotta be a time and a place how you gotta know how I feel. Gotta pull that card out for niggas so they can understand the respect level behind when you sunning them with that, because that's a real intricate line and set and scheme. So it's like if you pull it out right when you dropping it on them, you could take the wrong every time. Definitely, it's almost like twerps. I'm strapped in. You know what I'm saying? If you could time and calculate it right for the right momentum after you done got the crowd right all the way in your in your possession, where it's like, okay, now I got the room under my control, and you pull out right when that can be your signature, man. It's like in boxing, that's your signature punch, straight up. Think about that, my G, because I definitely like it. It's just how I gotta be calculated. And then we get to our streets again. But that round Reaper, he came and I think the crowd was a little like they was a little lazy on him because of the way he came right into it. So it was kind of like it was taking off his game strategy. So that being said, we get into our streets. Our streets, he come back. You know, his dot mob shit. That boy get to talking. He's talking his thing. He's in his bag. He's doing what he only know to do best. R3 just had a hell of a night. I probably say I edged that 2-1 of R streets. Salute to you. You did your thing, man. But not taking away from Reaper. Reaper was still he was doing his thing too. Reaper was definitely representing paper. R3. Like I say, he had a hell of a first round, and the second round was phenomenal. It's just his third round. I feel the crowd just wasn't all the way there with him. They wasn't vibing with him like they should have. So that being said, I think our streets he edged that. You know, it wasn't the 3-0 or nothing like that, but it was, you know, it was some edges in there. So with that being said, we gonna move over to Prez Mafia and Ryder. And I watched that twice too, Ryder and Prez Mafia. I would like to say Prez first round. Prez was a lot better than what I expected. Let's get that out the way first and foremost. You know, I heard rumors that Ryder, you know, he showed out. He definitely put on. I know Ryder got skills. You know what I mean? He's a lyrical cat. He's definitely got bars, you know, performance and things like that. I already know what Ryder's capable of. But Prez Mafia being a baby vet in this game, which niggas overlook, you know, he's very seasoned. Despite, you know, he took that one, you know, mistake in his life by doing that small bar theft or whatever. He's still very talented to me. I still put Prez as one of my savages out here when it comes to spitting that shit, man. Like, that don't take away his pen game from me. I still think the boy got a cold pen game, and yes, I do and no believe he writes his own shit. So with that being said, Prez Mafia tonight. You know, Wooside was in the building, man. You know, he was definitely talking. You know, his first round was solid. It was solid. It wasn't, you know, he had the crowd. The crowd was riding with him. They was rocking with him. He was talking his shit. He was definitely in his bag. You know what I'm saying? And he was talking to Ryder. You know what I mean? Ryder being in his home, you could definitely feel a home court advantage in the building. And it was working for him in a sense. Not that was all he was feeding off of, but Ryder was in his bag too. He was talking. First round, I probably can say, you know, maybe it looked like Ryder could have edged that. But then again, I don't know. That's kind of a debatable round too, because like I said, Press was in his bag also. I'm not just going to say, oh, Ryder just easily took that or he easily edged that either. Nah, because like I said, Press was talking. And it depends on what you like better, because certain people like got their own preference of things. So me personally, I still gotta say this battle is I really I gotta watch this actually one more time. I just had watched it twice, so enough so I can at least give y'all an inside put of what you guys gonna be getting yourself into when y'all get to tuning into this fight. Because I'm telling you where I stand so far right now. And we get into the second round. Second round, Prez, he was in his bag, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, we know Prez ain't no, when he want to give his 100, and we seen that when he came back with Dre Dennis. When he want to give his 100, he'll show his ass off, man. Pause. He gonna show off, man. He gonna be in his bag. Like, it don't matter if he gotta come to your home. And that's one thing niggas don't know. Prez can perform outside of New York very well. He don't have to be just stuck in New York in order to be doing his thing and putting on a hell of a show. I think he even worked better under pressure. So with that being said, round two, Prez was out of this world. He was in his bag. You know what I mean? And then Ryder come in. He's now turning up. You know what I'm saying? He's Ryder, he being Ryder. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Name of Two Guns. You know what I'm saying? Now he did that a couple times in this fight, but I'm starting to see that that's kind of want to be one of his signature moves in this battles, like Mr. Name of Two Guns. You know, so you know he did a lot of name calling. You know what I'm saying? He had a couple of niggas with him. You know what I'm saying? It was very interesting. You know, like I said, Ryder is very lyrical. His punches was hitting. Only thing about it, I feel sometimes it was taking Ryder a little bit, sometimes to get to the punch, based on his drawouts. But lyrically and performance-wise and everything, he was on point though. He was definitely in his bag too though. I think it was because Ryder really had to really show the people that he can do it all. It wasn't really about just punching that night with Ryder. I could see Ryder was trying to give everybody a little bit of everything. Bars, schemes, performance, lyrics. And I got that. So that being said, you know, I kind of give round two to Prez. Because like I said, I like Prez round two. So I got the kind of 1-1 right then and there. And then we get into round three. Round three, still another fight, man. You know, like I said, Prez ain't letting up on the momentum. He still got his foot on the gas. He's still pressing Ryder. He's still talking. You know what I'm saying? It's still like a duel fight. These niggas still dog dragging each other all across the ring. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like highly entertained. Like, damn, this shit really a fight right here. I like this fight right here. This is a good fucking battle. This is a real good battle. You know what I'm saying? Now, don't get me wrong. Ryder in his own hometown. You know, at the Prez rap, you know, somebody wave out in the crowd. They say something that's kind of like disrespectful to his bars. You know what I'm saying? But he don't let that stop his momentum. He keep on fighting. You know, Prez, that's what I like about him. He focused. So it's like that was light. He talking to them niggas. But it kind of threw him off his game plan too, which I ain't like. So he had to close out a little early. But Ryder getting up there. But you know he's at his home. You know what I'm saying? So he's in his bag. You know he's doing Ryder. You know he talking though. You know actually this round it's like his closeout round. So he's really trying to get in his bag extra hard actually. To be honest. So you know. You could probably say due to the fact that Prez closed out early and Ryder, you know, he kind of held more longer momentum and he was really talking for a minute on it, but everything he was saying was hitting though, pretty much. It wasn't like he had no dry spots really. You probably might want to edge that to Ryder. The crowd tried to 3-0 it. Me personally, I couldn't see it. No way. It wasn't a 3-0. It was a hell of a battle. Some people might judge it. Could be, you know, it's clear, you know, 2-1. Some people might even have Prez, you know. Like I said, you got opinions out here. Me personally, you could probably say 2-1 Ryder just because of the first round, how the edginess of the first, but the first is very close, and that's my personal opinion. Like I think the first is very close, but at the same time, I think that you probably edge it more to the first of Ryder, and definitely the second. I mean, definitely the third. Pardon me. So you probably say 2-1 Ryder on that one, but at the same time, Prez, he pushed his pen to the point like that's a very close. They still got a close round in there between round one. That and like I said, I give Prez the second, so it almost could be a debatable to possibly people even giving Prez that. So tune in and you know at least let me know your comments down below of what you guys think. And let's get into this conversation though, real quick. Theory, Truth, and Cassius Clay. What a fucking conversation though. That was fire, man. I really like how you guys had that lit, man. I mean, that battle right there gonna be crazy. That's a true vet on rookie having a good father son conversation. I'll probably say that like that. But it was like, yo, I like how Theory conducted itself in that, and I like how Cassius did. It was like, yo, y'all niggas really was promoting that. Y'all was promoting the hell out that, man. Y'all was promoting the fuck out that, man, for real. I think y'all gonna put on a hell of a show, and I think that's gonna be a hell of a fight that night. Y'all got my support on that, big time. I think you niggas gonna put a hell of a show on that card. Bud and Miss McFresh, I was checking you cats out too. Y'all seem like y'all gonna talk straight to each other's soul. It seem like this gonna be that reality shit, like, like who mind state the coldest. You know what I'm saying? And I'm interested in that type of shit, because that's that grown man talk, though. That I know we go hard produce. So it's like, hell yeah. Y'all niggas bring y'all motherfucking A game, man. Real shit. Salute, man. I love, like I said, what's going on in the Army, man. Don't think that I ain't dropped that URL blog without dropping one for you niggas. Now, I like what's going on over there, man. Y'all keep working. Y'all keep doing y'all thing, man. I'm just still trying to hold stuff down, still trying to do my part, and still keep things moving for the culture too. Man, you already know, man, it's your boy, man. You know what I'm saying? I've been on this joint for a little too long, man. I just want to give y'all some recaps, let y'all know that I'm tuned in, keeping things enlightened for the culture, man. It's your boy, Mr. 1080p, man. Mr. Sony HD. Pay-per-view, man. You already, man. We $100, man. Nothing else, nothing less, man. Say no more, nigga.